It's a very light read. If you are in a reading slump, I would suggest you read this book just for the thrills, the fun, the excitement. Hello and welcome to my side of the internet. I am Camaa, the eccentric diva, and on this channel we talk about writing, books, publishing, sex, and sex education. If this is your first time joining me on this channel, please hit the subscribe button and be sure to also click on the bell by the side so you'll be notified whenever I post and publish content like this. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks a lot for returning. Really appreciate it. Yes, you know what to do, you know how we do it. Just, like, share, and comment. Let me know what you think about this topic, and as we progress, keep dropping your comments. Today, it's actually been very, very cloudy, dull, and it's just a cold winter day. And as the title says, I'll be sharing with you some interesting romance books. That's 5 romance books that actually are very, very steamy to keep you warm in seasons like this and even in other seasons. So I'll be sharing with you 5 steamy romance books that you shouldn't be sleeping on by amazing authors. Yes, and I'll also be doing kind of like a self-promotion as well too, because I write steamy books as well. The first book on my list is Escape by Camaa. Now, Escape by Camaa features tropes like secret billionaire, opposite attract, insta love, holiday and vacation vibes, tropical resort. It's a very light read. If you are in a reading slump, I would suggest you read this book just for the thrills, the fun, the excitement. All characters I'll be mentioning in this video, okay, not all, but all the main characters, or at least one of the main characters in all the books I'll be listing in this video, are Africans, and most of them are Nigerians especially. Next up is Many Waters by Rosemary Okafor. Many Waters by Rosemary Okafor. It's a, I don't know, it's heavy on the light side, if I'm making sense with that. But yeah, it's a very interesting read. It's a military romance. It has that I'm not good enough or is not good enough kind of vibe as well too. Alpha hero, that pining and wanting and wishing, that unexpected baby / pregnancy trope, that baby you didn't know you needed. But yeah, it's actually a fun read. Has all that, like I said initially, the military vibes and the fighting, going on mission. Like to say, it was my first romance book I read of like African descent that had that military vibes and wasn't giving that, very, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you read Many Waters by Rosemary Okafor, I promise you're gonna love it. You are going to love it. Next up is The Lucky Club by L. Lee. Now, this one right here was like a bestseller, like an instant bestseller everywhere. This book features BDSM. It was going to be my first official like Nigerian / African BDSM book. I call L. Lee the queen of BDSM in Africa, in Nigeria. Like, our stories always feature that. Like, if you read books like My Grandfather's Inheritance, Ecstasy, Call Me Anything, it has all that vibes in it. So it gives you that, BDSM, rope fetish. Also has that, sorry, I have a list down here, so if I'm looking down, I'm actually looking at my list. Also has that, secret identity stuff. Yeah. Then there's this like 3 love triangle, but it's 2-person love triangle where one person is hiding their identity and the other person doesn't know that the other person they're in love with is actually the same person. So yeah, it has that factor in it as well too. And then there's the afraid to commit part and dude in distress. So those tropes actually came together to give it this delicious taste. I love it. The 4th book is by the one and only Amaka Azie, and this is Before the Storm. I got that right. I always say after the storm, but the title is Before the Storm. So I'm glad I didn't mess that up. So Before the Storm has the vibe of it's a second chance romance. That's number one thing about Before the Storm by Amaka Azie. It also has the give me Lovers in Denial. Yeah, since it's a second chance romance, there is this push and pull, and this person is resisting and struggling. There's the emotional scars. There is the he cheated. Should I take him back? Should I not take him back? It really essentially shows like couples walking through that whole pain and betrayal of being cheated upon, and then there's that love-hate relationship, very dramatic, and the sex scenes in all these books I've been mentioning are top notch, like on point. Like you're going to look for a bullet to work with. So like these sex scenes are like they're dope. Then finally we have Call Me Jamila. So Call Me Jamila is a strangers to friends to lovers to friends to enemies to friends to lovers. But in short, it's a strangers to lovers romance, and it has that second chance vibes as well too. There are some themes I try to cover. There's the period sex in it. There is secrets and scandals, kind of, but mainly secrets. And then who doesn't love a dog dad? So this book, like these books I listed, they contain very honey and sensual / sexual characters. If you want to get your groove on, if you want to enter into a different world of African books, in quotes, African romance books, these are the books you should try out first. And yes, please, I don't want to hear that complaints that, oh, there are no African books that doesn't show black love or African love, or an African lady getting all the love she deserves, or like these authors I'm introducing to you with awesome books. So please don't sleep on them. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it like I did. If you also want the list of the tropes, I've written them on my blog. The link will be in the description box below, so you can click on that to read it on the blog. And the next video I'll be sharing will be on 5 short stories / 5 short story compilations. So that will be anthologies by African authors you shouldn't be sleeping on. Yeah, don't sleep on them. And they are also romance. I do romance. I love love. Who doesn't love love? Yeah, tell me. But that will be all for now. Please remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Like this content. Share with someone, please. Book lovers, share. And then I'll see you in the next video. Keep reading. Stay happy. Happy reading. Bye.